Sometimes this happens whenever we hear God talk about this new heaven and this new earth in this story of Revelation. There's this new heaven and this new earth that are going to come, and we get excited about that because the world is going to be turned on its end. Those that are oppressed are going to be, everything's going to be made right. Those that are oppressed are going to be raised up, and they're going to experience the joy of life. But every time we look out, all we see is more and more injustice. And so we think the only way that we can respond to that injustice is to create our own sense of justice. We're not just having to image it, but we're responsible for it. We try to help God be faithful to God's promise of a new creation. And the reality is He's inviting us to trust. He's inviting us to trust and hear Him say that the story of Abraham is your story. And that's what Paul tells us in chapter 4 of Romans. He says, against hope, Abraham hoped. Against hope, Abraham hoped and he believed. And for that, he was considered righteous. And then he goes on to say that righteousness is ours. It's ours because of the resurrected Jesus. We live in that same place, that same state, because of the vulnerability of a God that we don't fully understand and grasp. We're just called to trust.